Building a house is expensive. There is no way around that truth. But expensive does not mean wasteful. And the difference between a smart builder and an average builder is not how much money they have. It is how well they use the money they have. In this video, I am going to show you exactly how to save money when building a house without cutting corners, without compromising quality, and without ending up with a building you are not proud of. These are not tricks. These are not shortcuts. These are smart decisions that experienced builders make, and that most first-time builders only discover after they have already spent more than they needed to. Let's get into it. Finalize your design before you start. The single most expensive thing you can do on a building project is change your mind after construction has started. Every design change mid-construction costs at least 3 times what it would have cost if it had been decided before work began. Walls have to be demolished and rebuilt. Materials already purchased go to waste. Workers stand idle while decisions are made. Time is lost. Money is lost. And the stress is immeasurable. The solution is simple but requires discipline. Before your contractor touches your site, finalize every single detail of your design. Every room, every door position, every window size, every electrical point, every plumbing outlet. Spend more time with your architect at the design stage. Ask every question you have. Visualize every space. Walk through the design in your mind room by room. The time you invest here saves you enormous money during construction. Buy materials yourself. One of the biggest markups in construction happens in the materials. When you leave material procurement entirely to your contractor, you are paying their price, not the market price. And their price always includes a profit margin for them. The smarter approach is to buy key materials yourself directly from suppliers: cement, steel, blocks, tiles, roofing materials. These are items you can price yourself, negotiate directly, and purchase at market rate. You do not need to buy everything yourself, but the high-volume items, the ones used in large quantities, are where the savings are biggest. Buying 500 bags of cement yourself instead of through your contractor can save you a significant amount depending on your location. Work with your quantity surveyor or building professional to get a detailed material schedule. Then price it yourself before handing anything to your contractor to procure. Build in phases. If your budget is limited, and most people's budgets are, one of the smartest decisions you can make is to build in phases instead of trying to complete everything at once. Phase 1, complete the structural shell, walls, roof, windows, doors, basic electrical and plumbing, a weather-tight building you can occupy. Phase 2, complete the finishing, better tiles, better paint, better kitchen and bathroom fittings, landscaping and external works. Phase 3, upgrades and additions, extra rooms, better fixtures, solar panels, swimming pool, or whatever else was on your wish list. Building in phases means you never borrow more than you need. You never overstretch your budget, and you live in a finished phase 1 while saving for phase 2, instead of living in an incomplete house for years because you ran out of money trying to do everything at once. Choose local materials where possible. Imported materials look impressive in a showroom, but the moment they arrive on your building site, they have already cost you transport, import duties, handling fees, and a significant markup from whoever imported them. In most cases, locally produced materials perform just as well for the structural and functional requirements of a house. The difference is mostly aesthetic, and aesthetic preferences can be achieved at a fraction of the cost using locally available alternatives. Work with your architect to identify where local substitutions make sense without affecting quality or durability. You will be surprised how much you can save simply by choosing what is available near you over what is imported from far away. Keep imported materials for specific finishing elements where the visual difference truly matters. And use local materials for everything structural and functional. Get a quantity surveyor. This is the most underused professional in construction and the one that saves you the most money. A quantity surveyor is a specialist who calculates exactly how much of every material your building needs, down to the last bag of cement and the last meter of pipe. They produce a document called a bill of quantities, a complete breakdown of every item needed and its cost. With a bill of quantities in hand, you know exactly what your building should cost before construction begins. You can compare your contractor's quote against it and immediately see if you are being overcharged. You can track spending during construction and catch waste or theft early. You can negotiate with suppliers from a position of knowledge instead of guesswork. Most people skip the quantity surveyor to save money and end up spending far more because they had no benchmark to measure anything against. The quantity surveyor's fee pays for itself many times over on every project. Saving money when building a house is not about being cheap. It is about being smart. Finalize your design before you start. Buy key materials yourself. Build in phases if your budget requires it. Choose local materials where quality allows. And always use a quantity surveyor. Apply these 5 principles and you will build more house for less money than you ever thought possible. Share this with someone planning to build. The knowledge is free. The savings are real. Subscribe to Before You Build. See you in the next one.